Welcome to EXP Weekly Live Interview with the Burnett. And this week we have our special guests, the Nelsons, Jay and Ashley Nelson. So this is a power couple interview with two of the most dynamic couples in Tennessee, if not nationally. And today we're just going to talk about everything. So welcome. Great to see you, Matt and Marty. I know you guys are on location, taking care of stuff on your properties and enjoying family time. And Jay and Ashley, you guys are in Nashville right now?
Yep. We're in Nash Vegas here at the farm.
I just left there. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, let's dive in. You guys are all with EXP. Jay and Ashley, you guys are huge team leaders. Let's talk about that experience when you guys went to EXP, you know, the size of the team you're running. And then let's dive into talking about how you guys run your businesses as couples.
Yeah. Well, we just love Matt and Marty. They're when we first got to know them, and I appreciate you guys having us on the broadcast today. This is cool. They're just like us. They're fun. They kill it in real estate. They love selling and helping people and pouring into their clients. And I think the alignment, that's why I think we all vibe so well together, is because their core values align with Ashley and I's, and the way they live life and have fun and kind of the sky's the limit. So thank you guys for everything y'all are doing at EXP and helping lots of agents all over the world. And thanks for having us.
But also talk about how we don't see it as a team.
Yeah.
We see it as partners.
Yeah. You know, I was actually saying this today. EXP is not about, there's a difference between someone joining somebody's team and actually becoming a partner. And what excites us about EXP is agents, Amy, they come in as a partner. They don't come in as, hey, you're joining Matt and Marty's team or you're joining Ashley's team. Right. You come in as an equal partner where it's everybody on the same level on the whole agent ownership. And that's what I think, that equality and that scalability for every agent is what makes it so awesome.
Well, it's attracting so many incredible professionals.
Yeah, and I think that is the thing that I love the most about it. And that's where we were so limited where we were before, is we want colleagues. We want people to mastermind with. We want equals, we want people. Now, I mean, building a team is great if that's what you want to do. And we have a team and it's wonderful. We love the camaraderie, but we also want people to join us that are successful and have already built their own real estate groups or their own real estate teams, or just really killer solo agents. We just want them in our network. Like we just want to call them colleagues and, fellow EXP, family, really. Right. And because we can mastermind, we can help each other, we can bounce ideas back and forth. I mean, that's really what that's about. And I think that's the thing I love, is you can do both.
Yep, you can. And that's the thing. You design your business to suit what it is that you want, or what the other agents around you are needing as far as support. And that's the thing. I think it's so cool, because I really don't believe there's one way to be successful in real estate. I think that there's agents that do things totally different than us. Everybody does different things, but it's just finding your niche. And I think that's what Marty's saying there. I mean, everybody comes in and builds it the way they want to build it and make it about what's good for their family.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's dozens of ways to run your business in the real estate and what we do. And this gives us options to run it any way we want to. And that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And when we first got into real estate, and when you're coming into the different company models, I mean, they only have one way, one path. You're either residential, or you're commercial, or you're this, or you're that, or you're property management. But here's the deal. Like, you can do it all. You can do part of it. That's the thing about EXP that intrigues me and excites me the most, is that it is a one size fits all, because you can customize it to fit whatever you want. I used to be one of the hardcore believers of there's one way to do it and one way only. And if you don't do it that way, then you're not a good realtor, or you're not a good agent or whatever. And I hate to even say that out loud because it sounds terrible, but that's what we are taught by these companies to believe.
Right.
And now being with EXP, I realize that there's 100 different ways to do it. but there's not 100 different companies that are going to let you do it your way. Any other company that will allow you to custom design what you want to do with your real estate business and have multiple streams of income and different ways to build it, and you do it the way you want to do. I mean, if you find one, you're fighting this rule or that rule. I mean, you're trying to overcome roadblocks. And with EXP, there are no roadblocks. There are only opportunities and shortcuts. Like, here, you want to do that, go this way. If you want to do that, you go that way. And I think that's the beauty of this company. And I think that's a piece that people miss about this company.
Great.
Yeah.
My next question for you guys is, you are both incredible real estate couples and as a team together as husband and wife before you joined EXP. How has, since you joined, enhanced how your marriage is able to work in the business and the relationship? What have you seen as far as your relationship goes because of being with EXP?
A lot more sex.
Every man just signed up all at one time.
You asked for it, Amy. No, I'm just kidding. I just I'm fine.
Oh, Jay, never a dull moment with
Where
you.
do we sign up?
Where do we sign up?
I'll just say there is a lot more opportunity to know your strengths. And so, like, even when me and Jay came into EXP, we had a lot of differences. And sometimes I would be a little bit prideful and be like, don't tell me what to do. And he would be like, how many people did you call today? This. And I'm like, well, because you said that, I'm going to call nobody.
Those are those non-sex days.
I can imagine.
Didn't quite work out.
It was a great, like, learning experience for us and for other couples. And I just had a Zoom with some couples out of Virginia yesterday to help them know how to work together. And so it's okay that we're not the same. Nobody's the same.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. And so just growing within this and growing within EXP and knowing that we're able to help other couples grow too, like, to me, that is my win.
You guys make it look perfect, and so does Matt and Marty. You guys make the power couple in the business look amazing.
I think it's just figuring things out. I think that
Being okay to figure it out.
Yeah, being okay. I mean, look, change is not easy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're changing in anything. Change is not like, oh, I want to change. And what I think you got to come into it is look at what it can be over time. You start at A, you go to B. You don't go to Y day one. You got to figure it out along the way. But I think the scalability that EXP has offered Ashley and I, and here's a great testament. I know Marty and Matt are sitting right there in their beach house. And the thing is real estate's changed. Real estate is changing. And the agents that are thinking scale and they're thinking growth and they're thinking bigger and more efficient ways to do real estate. I mean, Marty, why don't you share a little bit about, Marty's had a passion about selling in multiple states. She's always sold in Tennessee. They sell a ton of real estate. They're icon agents in Nashville. But now you're able to grow a business, not just in Tennessee. Talk about that a little bit, Marty.
Well, and that is the thing. I feel like if you are not moving forward, then you're going backwards. And in this industry, it changes every single day. It changes from comps to what your house is worth. 3 closings can completely change the outlook of your entire neighborhood. I mean, that quick. So if you're not evolving with this business, you're going to get left behind. And that's the thing that I see. I tell people, I'm like, why are y'all fighting moving forward and just trying to do it this old way when you know it's harder? So, perfect example is licensing in multiple states. I've always wanted to be licensed in Florida and Alabama. Because why? Because we love to come down to Perdido Key area and we have friends and family down here that we love. And, I want to be able to sell down here. And so we looked at it 100 times with our old company. It's going to cost a fortune to license in multiple states. Guess what? EXP kicked that barrier out of the way. You can license in as many states as you want. It'll only cost you your licensure fee. You don't have to pay 42 different caps and all this kind of stuff. Because of the way EXP is set up and because it is truly about the agent, they want us to license in as many states as we want, sell in as many states as we want. And, they're going to let me have one cap because it's not a franchise. Y'all, franchises are going away.
Yep.
They're because that's paying the man. They're
Right.
cutting the man out and they're bringing the agent back in. And this is where it's going. So you can fight it all you want, but you're going to get left behind because a lot of companies are going to get it and they're going to move forward. And EXP's just, they're way ahead of the game. They're way ahead of the ball game. And that's what I love about it. And I think Matt is the same way. We've always wanted to broaden our business, but I don't want to join 3 different brokerages to be licensed in 3 different states and pay 3 different caps and all that. I have to pay to keep up my licensure and my continuing ed and done.
Right.
And
We enjoy working. That's the thing. We're always working, even when we're having fun. Even when we're at the beach this week, we're always working. So might as well work down here too, and kind of spread it out. We looked at some properties this morning, so that's just, it gives us the option, the availability to do that, which is really, really fun.
and really,
Again, it's opportunity.
what, Marty?
I said, again, it's just opportunity. EXP offers you opportunities.
Yeah. And really with other brokerages, they weren't bad. There was just not the option.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually it was not possible. And so now EXP makes it possible. That's the big difference.
Well, the old school models just aren't working anymore, and they're not staying up to date with what our technologies are as far as what you guys can do working virtually, which means you can expand, like you're saying, your license virtually to different states and be able to sell and do business. And it's set for just an old model before we could work and function and run businesses the way that we do today. And I think that everybody's really realizing that they're outgrowing this old model, and EXP got it, just accelerated it. And that's why you're seeing so many incredible professionals coming in droves. And you guys are like the flagship couples of saying, here's why. Look at the lives, that you're leading.
I want to say this, especially about Matt and Marty, because I have so much respect for the way that they conduct their business as far as how they have built a phenomenal, just their clients love them so much. And that's the kind of people I want to align with, the people that, I feel so honored when a client calls me and says, look, will you come list my house? Will you come take me to, it's just an honor. And I think that was really the key for you guys is y'all just pour into people. And I've seen you do this also with agents, because I think in this business, when you hit a ceiling, and I don't care how big the agent is, how small the agent is, we all hit ceilings. The only thing that's going to take you past that ceiling is relationships with other people that are elevating their game. And I think you guys, and I've seen this with people that you guys have brought to EXP that are now just and they were big agents, and y'all are helping them grow internationally now. And so I think y'all are really 2 of the best realtors I know, and you're helping other agents. So I think agents out there that might be sitting there going, what's EXP? Why would I come to EXP? What is it? What's stock and earning rev share and agent ownership? They would be foolish not to pick up the phone and just pick your brain for an hour, because you guys would be willing to just pick up the phone and call Marty or call Matt and say, okay, you got 30 minutes of my time. Hit me. Why EXP? Because you guys understand it so well.
Well, and I think that's too, it's interesting because people, and I find this I look at Matt all the time and I'm like, Matt, how could people not want to know what we've got going on, like what EXP offers? We're not into selling anybody on anything, but I am all about being educated. If somebody calls me and they've got something new they want to tell me about, I want to know about it. If it's not something that I get or something I'm like, oh, maybe that's not something I want to do, that's okay. But at least I know what they're doing and educating myself. And immediately when we saw this model, me and Matt were like, yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. Because it let us do whatever we wanted. It is customizable to any business model. There's no barriers there. And that was the beauty of it. They didn't want to control you. They wanted to help you. And that's one of the things that I think is so amazing about this company.
I want to toss this to Matt, because Matt, guys, just so y'all know about Matt was, wanted to be a stockbroker. He's an accountant. You're the numbers guru. Marty's like, let's go. Let's go have fun.
We all need a Matt.
We need Matt. But Matt, you really, you're so methodical. You broke down a spreadsheet he really literally built a spreadsheet showing the differences in how much more money you'll actually make at EXP over the brokerage you guys were at. And I remember you showed me that, and I was like, dang, where's my math?
That does not surprise me.
Let's talk about the math on that, because you're a math guy when it comes to that stuff, numbers.
Yeah, and so I just wanted to try to show it as easy as possible for the other agent or other teams or other business models. Here's what, if you're making this here, here's what it looks like at EXP. Here's what it looks like at all these other companies, or, what your bottom line is. So many people are focused on just show me the bottom line. They don't care about anything else. But if you at least show them that the bottom line is better regardless, and then all about all the other potential good things that they got going on, it's really cool. And the numbers work. The numbers don't lie.
Yep.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you cut through the crap, you're gonna make more money.
Yep.
We're just Matt breaks it down. He goes down to the skinny immediately. He's like, well, regardless of all the amazing things, he's like, we're going to take more money home to our family with this company. Period. End of story. And the rest of it is awesome. But if you got to know one thing about this company, you're going to make more money. You're going to take more money home to your family. Even if you don't sell a single extra house, you are going to take more money home to your family than you do where you are. And if you want to take advantage of the other opportunities they have, you can take even more money home to your family. And that was the big thing. Matt's like, Matt's a keep it simple. He's in numbers. Cut to the bottom line, and he figured it out real quick, that it was going to save us, a ton of money to come to this company, and that was going to help our family, and so we want to know that they're able to help their families as well.
Mm-hmm. And you even have more options to help your clients. Whether you're representing the buyers or sellers, there's endless options that put the property further, more marketing, more networking, more opportunity to grow that. So it's really a win-win for the agents and the agent and our clients.
Something you just brought it up, and I think this is like the most undervalued thing that people completely forget about at EXP. Not the agents, but the network. To think about, we're the fastest growing real estate company ever. You guys understand? Ever. There's never been a company grow on a percentage growth per year over year faster than what we've done. Now we're at 54,000. We're opening up multiple countries. The referral network. I think that this is a change in the whole industry, because when I was at another brokerage, obviously I was at a franchise model. I never got the amount of referrals. I think it's because we allow the agent to agent. The brokerage doesn't get in the middle. They don't have a relocation department that's trying to get in and shave out some and divvy the deals to it. We
are the relocation office, Jay. We are the relocation office. Each one of us.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
We're our own relocation. And the second we got into the company, we grabbed a handful of referrals that were shot to us. It was I got probably, and some of our team members, some of the guys that came with us, they got referrals immediately from the workplace site. Like, it was crazy. So the network's huge.
Yep.
Well, what are you guys excited the most about what's ahead now? You've definitely, you guys have your feet planted well with EXP. You're not new there, but both of you guys are not new with the company. What are you excited about the most now coming up ahead into the next year or two?
I love what we're doing on the commercial side. And I'll tell you this, I've always had this mindset, because I've always done a hybrid business. I have always sold residential and commercial. And if you understand the mechanics of the client's needs, and you got to learn some new tricks. But EXP this year, we were very blessed to be a part of bringing some of the bigger commercial people to EXP that are now expanding it worldwide. And I think, I heard another commercial broker say, when they looked at the model and the way EXP set up for a commercial agent, they went, this is going to be as big in commercial as it is in residential.
Wow.
And even bigger, possibly, because the way that EXP has structured this, and this is all in the last 3 months that EXP opened the commercial side, but I think that you're going to see a massive tidal wave of commercial big commercial agents come to EXP Commercial now that Stephanie Gilizon is the president of EXP Commercial, and she's a beast.
Yeah, we do a hybrid as well. Matt's always liked to work in commercial real estate as well. And again, you know, with this company, you have opportunities to do both. Whereas a lot of other companies, they make you choose. You can do one or the other, or they make it real difficult for you. So I do love that there's that expansion there, because Matt's always dabbled in the commercial as well, and really enjoys that piece. I mean, it's a really prevalent part of our business as well.
That's awesome. Well, the sky is the limit for all of you guys, and it's really been fun to watch. I mean, I've been watching everything take place for all of you guys for more than a year, and just to see the growth and the consistency and truly the joy that I see in all of you, in your lives and in your profession. And that is flowing through to everybody that you're helping, to your clients, you know, everything. I'm watching it trickle down, and I see people across the nation that know who all of you are and have nothing but amazing things to say. And of course, EXP has given you guys the tools to work in your perfect skill sets, which is what you all have. But the four of you are just dynamic, amazing human beings who love helping people, love growing, and love giving back. And I love that EXP has given you all the vessel to be living completely in your passion and your skill set. And thank you for coming on today to meet with us and to do this great weekly live. This was just such a treat and such a joy, and excited to see everything that's ahead for all of you.
And thanks for what you're doing. You know, you're helping so many agents right now. And I just can't say enough about what Amy's doing. I mean, you are awesome. And, you know, I'm very thankful to be on here. It's Matt and Marty. Thanks for having us. And yes. Amy, keep doing what you're doing, because you're helping us really get out there and make an impact on other people. And that's what it's all about.
Help everybody tell their story and get a message.
Hey, I'm going to thank Jay and Ashley. They've been a huge asset to us. You know, when we made the transition and learning through the processes and helping us and helping other people that we're, you know, working with. You guys have been great. So thank you for that.
Yes. Glad to be in y'all's network.
We love y'all, and y'all are the most awesome couple. Like,
aren't they?
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. This woman right here, Bearcat, your Bearcat, what's the new nickname? Skeeter. He'd rather watch Skeeter than watch like a movie. Like, she's like, oh, I'm busy. I'm like, hey, let's watch the Netflix. No, I'm watching Skeeter.
He is pretty adorable.
This is Matt and Marty's daughter on Instagram. Yeah. Guys, by the way, I'll just make a plug for Skeeter, little Bearcat. She's the most how old is she now?
2.5.
She is 2.5 years old, and she's pure entertainment. She is
a riot.
She's a man.
All personality. Oh my gosh. Well, one giant group hug right now. I can't wait to see you all again in person soon. Huge group hug, and have a fabulous rest of your week. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Love y'all.
Thank y'all.